Welcome dear friends, in this video we will solve objective part of CSS Gender Studies paper of the year 2026. Judith Butler's concept of performativity argues that gender is not an internal reality but a stylized repetition of acts sanctioned by social norms. The term glass cliff refers to the phenomenon where women are promoted to leadership roles during crisis or downturns, increasing the risk of failure. In Gender and Development GAD, practical gender needs differ from strategic gender interests in that the former address immediate necessities, e.g., water, shelter, food, without challenging gendered labor divisions. Michael Foucault's History of Sexuality challenges the repressive hypothesis by suggesting that power produces discourse on sexuality rather than simply repressing it. The patriarchal bargain, explaining why women may uphold patriarchal norms to maximize security, was elaborated by Denise Candiotti. Which wave of feminism is most closely associated with the slogan, "The personal is political"? Second wave. The concept of hegemonic masculinity, restricting emotional expression and enforcing dominance hierarchies, is attributed to R.W. Connell. Which UN Conference on Women produced the Platform for Action, a key agenda for women's empowerment? Beijing, 1995. The concept of strategic essentialism suggests that minority groups may temporarily act as if identities are stable to achieve political goals. Standpoint theory argues that knowledge stems from social position and marginalized groups offer a more complete perspective. Elizabeth Schussler-Fiorenza coined the term hierarchy to describe interlocking structures of domination such as gender, race, and class. The WID, Women in Development approach emerging in the 1970s, was primarily criticized for none of these. WID was criticized for adding women into development without challenging underlying gender relations and structures. Which Pakistani legislation criminalized honor killings and closed the loophole of family forgiveness? Criminal Law Amendment Act 2016. Bargaining and patriarchy explains how women strategize within constraints. This term was coined by none of these. The phrase bargaining with patriarchy is associated with Denise Candiotti. Which UN Sustainable Development Goal (SDG) specifically targets gender equality? None of these. Gender equality is explicitly SDG 5. The reformist movement in the subcontinent that advocated women's education and opposed sati was led by none of these. The most associated reform leader against sati is Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Doing gender, viewing gender as an accomplished interactional display, was proposed by West and Zimmerman. The Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, is often described as an international bill of rights for women. Sticky floor refers to women stuck in low-wage, low-mobility jobs. The concept of matrix of domination was developed by none of these. The matrix of domination is most closely associated with Patricia Hill Collins. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed.